Hey everyone, it's Michelle Ferreri here, your Conservative candidate for Peterborough, seeking re-election. And yes, don't mind the water-drenched hair. And I live in my car now. That's what happens during campaigns. But I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I want to make sure that this is working because I haven't done a live Facebook video in a while. So I just want to make sure we are good. So if you guys can tell me that you can hear me, that would be a-okay. I just want to get a couple things ready before I talk here. Can you guys hear me? Is the audio okay? Okay. Let me know. I just did a whole other video and it didn't work, so I'm trying this again. This is my second attempt at this video, so you have to bear with me. Okay? You guys can hear me? Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, thank you guys. So listen, I want to tell you a couple things. We're hours away from April 28th, which is election day, the federal election for Canada. We need you guys to show up. Here's what I'm seeing, and here's what I want you to know. This may be a bit of a longer video, but I need you to stay with me and I need you to share this video. Here's what I'm seeing at the door. I'm seeing two things. Number one, I'm seeing people who don't have signs say to me, Michelle, we're voting Conservative. We support you, but I don't want to put a sign up because I don't want to deal with the conflict and the anger from the Liberals. So there's a lot of a silent majority going on out there. Number two, the second thing I'm seeing, 18 to 39-year-olds are very motivated, very, very motivated to vote because they literally cannot afford a fourth Liberal term. Like, they just can't do it. They say, I've lived my whole life with Liberals and I can't do this anymore. I need to be able to afford a home and I can't do this. And they are going to truly be the ones that show up and change the direction of Canada. And a lot of their parents and grandparents know that their kids can't afford this and they can't afford to sustain them, to give them the down payment they need or to let them live in their home. So they're also voting Conservative. So I want you to know that. But the big reason I'm doing this video, if you are on the fence, if you know somebody on the fence, you have to show them this report, okay? I'll put the link in, but it is the Government of Canada. So this is a Liberal report. It's called Policy Horizons Canada, Future Lives, Social Mobility in Question. It was published on January 7th, 2025. It was referenced to Mark Carney today in a live broadcast he did with the media, and he laughed about it. He laughed. I don't know why this isn't on the front page of every news outlet. I don't know why people don't know about this or why they're not talking about this, but you have to read this report. I'm going to summarize some of it, but I really want you to go through it. Okay, so social mobility, for those of you who don't know, it's your ability to move socially, whether it goes up or down. So economically, your ability to move. So this is called social mobility in question. Here's from the introduction. Okay. The scenario below paints a picture of Canada in 2040 in which most Canadians find themselves stuck in the socio-economic conditions of their birth, and many face the very real possibility of downward social mobility. So this is predictions for 15 years from now, not 100 years from now, not 200 years from now. It is from 15 years from now, and it is written by the Liberals and deputy ministers of Liberals. It goes on to say, in 2040, upward social mobility is almost unheard of in Canada. Hardly anyone believes that they can build a better life for themselves or their children through their own efforts. However, many worry about sliding down the social order. This scenario identifies 6 main ways, and it goes on to talk about them all. When I send this to people, there's a lot more I'm going to go through. They say, but Michelle, that's already what's happening. It goes on to say, owning a home is not a realistic goal for many. In 2040, people see inheritance as the only reliable way to get ahead. In 2040, aspirations for social mobility among youth are at odds with expectations of immobility. Cognitive dissonance between what youth are programmed to want and what they know they can expect leads many to frustration and apathy. It's like just giving up. That's what that means. Only a few maintain a strong drive to innovate and succeed in traditional terms. You know, I know you guys have young kids at home. I do too. And it's like, why go to work if there's no purpose to going to work, if there's no goal, if you don't have something to look forward to, right? And this is saying it's going to get significantly worse. Okay, it goes on to say, if people give up on attaining higher standards of living, apathy could spread to other areas of their lives. Frustration could leave many people deeply unhappy, with negative consequences for their family and loved ones. In addition, fewer people may have the psychological resources and to volunteer and help others. I can't stress this enough to you when I've said this repeatedly. I feel like a broken record. But the people that I get to meet, when you are in survival mode, when you don't know if you are going to be able to pay your bills, not only now are your kids suffering because they have the burden of their parents who are so stressed, they're not there, they now have adult problems, but you can no longer help your neighbor. You no longer have a we mentality, you have a me mentality because you're in survival mode. And that is the degradation of society and community. When we can't help each other because we're so fearful of our own existence or our own survival or our own ability to take care of ourselves and our family, we lash out. And that's what happens if we don't have an economy that is flourishing. Okay, it goes on to say, this one's crazy. People who work hard but see little reward may look for others to blame. This is a huge reason you start to have anarchy. You don't trust government. You have a complete breakdown of society. This is probably the most shocking part of this entire report. Whew. It's like I'm reading a Netflix movie, but I'm not. I'm reading a government report that was put out in January of 2025 by the Liberals. And it says, in 2040, people may start to hunt, fish, and forage on public lands and waterways without reference to regulations. Small-scale agriculture could increase. Governments may come to seem irrelevant if they cannot enforce basic regulations or if people increasingly rely on grassroots solutions to meet basic needs. People are going to have to resort to hunting, but the Liberals want to take away your guns. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. But guys, there's a happy ending here. You know, history and humanity always works in patterns. We go up and we go down, and we go up and we go down. And right now we are down. We are down in this historical time of a valley of a gutter. And we can only go up. We have to go up. We must go up. And the only way to go up is to vote for change. Mark Carney is the same man that has been advising Justin Trudeau for the last 5 years. Mark Carney is the man that has put the exact same ministers in place who have created this chaos and misery and the complete downward spiral of Canada. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect something different to happen. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And the hope here, and hope is what we all need, man. Hope is the glue that allows you to go on when you can't, is that we conservatives have a way out of this. You must restore trust. You must restore accountability. You must build our resources. You must take care of taxpayer money, and you must restore the dream of safe streets and your hard work staying in your bank account. And the only way to do that is, number one, is the politicians have to do the friggin' work. And Pierre's already said, you know what, when we win, there's no parliament sitting for summer. We work until we fix this. We work until housing is restored. We work until public safety. We have to fix this. And that's how you rebuild the trust that has been lost after the last 10 years, right? And it's going to take time, guys. It's going to take time. The other thing is build our resources. I just can't stress this enough. We have the wealth. It's literally sitting there. And what do we do with it? We look at it. We don't pull it out of the ground. We don't do that. We have everything the world wants and needs. We should be the richest country in the world. We need a leader who will execute it, who will build our resources and get it out of the ground. I have hope because I know you guys are going to show up. You're going to show up and you're going to vote. I know that because you can't You can't keep doing this because there are real human consequences to policy and legislation. There truly is. And 40% of people didn't show up in the 2021 election. 40%. One vote is many. Your vote matters. Every single vote matters. And if you're worried about something, anything, because you've seen it online or somebody's trying to scare you, if they're trying to scare you, that's not right. Vote for hope. Vote for courage. We got this, guys. We have this. And the only way to change is to change. And we've got to go up. We've got to go back up. And we can. We absolutely can. You know, leadership determines how everything operates, how everything runs, how everybody feels. You've worked for a boss that's like toxic. You've been in a family where, you know, if you don't have good leadership, you have the whole culture is destroyed. And this division that we have in our country of that is all restored when everybody is able to take care of themselves and help each other. That's how you rebuild unity. That's how you do it. And we're going to get there. I know you're exhausted. I know you're exhausted. And I know this is so heavy. And I see you on the porches and I see your faces and I see your kids and I worry for your children. Because when mom and dad aren't okay, your kids aren't okay. And we're gonna do this. We're going to show up. Take your kids to the polls. Show them why voting matters. Show them what showing up does. We got this, guys. I believe it. I know it. And we have the plan and the leader and the work to get it done. One vote at a time. And each one of you is the one. We got this. Thank you so much for your support, guys. You give me so much hope, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see the next version of Canada. It's going to be amazing.